certain man in Russia long ago.
He was big and strong, in his eyes a flaming glow.
Most people look at him with terror and the fear.
But to Moscow chicks, he was such a lovely dear. He could preach the Bible like a preacher, full of ecstasy and fire. But he also was the kind of teacher women would desire. Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, there was a cat.
A small country tucked neatly into Western Europe, right between France, Germany and the Netherlands. It's so compact you could almost miss it on a map. But that would be a big mistake, because Belgium has a personality much bigger than its size. This is a place where three languages casually coexist. Dutch in the north, French in the south, and even a bit of German in the east. Which basically means ordering a coffee can feel like a mini international experience. But no matter the language, one thing always translates perfectly: good food. Belgium takes its chocolate very seriously, its waffles even more seriously, and its fries, well, let's just say they might quietly judge you if you tell them it's French fries. As you move through the cities, from medieval streets to grand squares, Belgians feel like a storybook that somehow discovered modern life. One moment you're surrounded by country's old architecture, and the next you're in a breathing cafe where conversations, laughter, and the clinking of glasses fill up the air. And speaking of glasses, Belgium is a home to 100 different types of beers, with each their own style, flavor, and of course their own uniquely shaped glass. Because here, even drinking is done with a touch of ceremony. But Belgium isn't just about enjoying life, it's also right at the center of Europe's biggest decisions. Important international institutions are based here, like the European Union and the NATO, making it a place where history isn't just remembered, it is still being made. And history has certainly left its marks. From grand cities to quiet fields, Belgium has seen more moments that shape history than other places on this planet. Today, those stories live on, blending into a country that values both its past and its present. And that balance between tradition and modern thinking, between different cultures working side by side, doesn't just define daily life here, it shapes the way Belgians do business. Because doing business in Belgium isn't about numbers, contracts, or meetings, it's about understanding the people behind them. It's about knowing when to be direct, when to be diplomatic, and how to navigate a country where even communication styles can change depending on where you are. So, if you are wondering what it's really like to do business with a Belgian person, well, that's where things get very interesting.
Moving to East Asia, our secondary focus is on South Korea. Known for the miracle on the Han River, this nation transformed from an agrarian society into a global tech powerhouse in record time. For international business, South Korea represents a unique blend of high-speed innovation, often called the Pali-Pali culture, or the direct translation is faster, and deeply held traditional values. The core of this culture is Confucianism, which creates a strict vertical hierarchy in the workplace. Unlike the flatter structures in Belgium, South Korean business relies on a respect for seniority and rank. This is where the concept of kibun comes in, maintaining the emotional harmony of the room. To succeed here, a manager must use nunchi, or the ability to read the room and sense unspoken signals before making a move. We chose South Korea because it provides a perfect high-context contrast to Belgium. it teaches us that in the global market, understanding the mood and the social hierarchy is just as important as the final contract. Overthink for one time. Good morning.
Hi.
My name is Miss Kim. I'm from South Korea and I have an appointment with Miss Sophie.
Hi. What time is your appointment?
My appointment is at 2.
Negotiation tips. In Belgium, maturity reflect professionalism and respect. Meetings are highly structured and arriving late may signal poor preparation or lack of seriousness, which can negatively affect trust during negotiation. Negotiation process. This is the preparation stage where participants arrive well informed with clear objectives, data, and supporting documents. Belgian negotiators tend to value thorough planning, logical agreement, and factual accuracy before entering discussion. Okay, let me check first. Yes, there is appointment. Can you wait aside for me to inform Ms. Sophia and Mr. Lauren?
Alright, thank you. Sorry, it's the information is
Mrs. Kim, you can come in to see Mr. Sophia and Mr. Lauren.
Alright.
Let me show you the room.
Come in. Hello, Sophie. Miss Kim is here. Oh, sure. Let me. Hello.
Negotiation tips. Greeting style may differ across cultures. In this roleplay, the Korean participant bows as a sign of respect, while the Belgian participant offers a firm handshake, reflecting confidence and professionalism. Understanding and respecting this difference is important to create a positive first impression. Negotiation process. This is the opening stage where first impressions are formed. During this stage, participants greet each other and establish a professional tone. In cross-cultural settings like this, adapting to different greeting styles help build mutual respect and trust. Recognizing and adapting to cultural difference in greetings can help avoid misunderstanding and set a respectful foundation for the negotiation.
Hello, Miss Kim. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me, we want to bring in. Okay, Sophie. Thank you. So this is my assistant, Lauren.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. And this is my assistant, Miss Lee.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
So how was your flight?
So far it's so good. And actually I have a little appreciation for your company.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Oh, that's nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I will open it after this. So let's move forward.
Negotiation tips. Decisions are primarily based on facts, data, and logical analysis. Belgian negotiators tend to rely on objective information rather than emotion, and they value well-prepared arguments supported by evidence. This reflects a rational and structured approach to business discussion. Negotiation process. This is the information exchange stage where both sides share detailed information, verify their position, and present supporting data. In Belgium, this stage is particularly important as negotiators carefully evaluate facts, figures, and logical argument before moving forward. Negotiation tips. Communication is generally direct and honest. Feedback may sometimes sound critical, but it is intended to improve ideas and ensure clarity rather than to offend. Belgian professionals value transparency, constructive criticism, and clear expression of viewpoints during discussion. Negotiation process. This is the bargaining stage, where proposals are evaluated, discussed, and often challenged. In Belgium, negotiators tend to use logical reasoning and direct feedback to refine proposals, focusing on reaching practical and mutually beneficial outcomes. Negotiation tips. Decision making often involves group discussion and careful evaluation. Belgian organizations tend to adopt a consultative approach where different stakeholders are involved to ensure that decisions are well considered and supported by evidence. Negotiation process. This is the decision making stage where final approval is considered. In Belgium, decisions may take time as proposals are reviewed, discussed and evaluated by multiple parties before reaching a conclusion. Negotiation tips. Meetings should end in a professional and respectful manner to maintain strong business relationship. A clear summary, polite closing, and acknowledgement of all parties help reinforce trust and leave a positive final impression. Negotiation process. This is the closing stage where the meeting concludes and next steps are clearly defined. In Belgium, this stage often includes summarizing key agreements, confirming mutual understanding, and outlining follow-up action. Overall, this This roleplay demonstrates that understanding Belgian negotiation styles, such as direct communication, structured meetings, and fact-based decision-making, is essential for achieving successful international business outcomes. By adapting to this cultural expectation, negotiators can enhance trust, minimize misunderstanding, and develop sustainable, mutually beneficial relationship.
Good afternoon, Tifai.
Good afternoon, Dylan.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine with you.
Okay, today we would like to discuss about the pricing for the machine. Like, we want to buy large purchases for that machine, so we hope to get a better offer for it.
Okay, and how large do you want your order this time?
In Belgium, business negotiations are usually calm and based on facts. So let's go through everything clearly.
The last time we ordered 10,000, so right now we want to order 20,000.
Okay, we offer a great deal that if you order more, we can give you a slight discount.
Okay, the last time is around 2,000 euro for the 10,000, so maybe we can get around 1,500 for 2,000 quantity.
1,500, I see for us, it's not very beneficial. So we offer maybe 1,700.
In Belgian bargaining behavior, both sides usually try to find a fair middle ground rather than pushing aggressively.
Is that good for you?
Maybe 1,700. Actually, that is above our budget. Maybe you can put lower.
Okay. I can see what I can do. Because you are our loyal customer and we have been doing business for a long time, we can offer you the best for 1,500 euro for 10,000 units. Does that sound good?
Yeah, they will welcome us. So, yeah,
So
we are
1,500 for both, or put it in the system?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, then I will send you the contract.
In Belgium, formal and written agreements are very important to avoid misunderstanding.
Then we'll try to deliver as soon as possible.
Alright, sure. Thank you for the deal.
Thank you very much for your time.
Alright.
All right.
Hey guys, so I'm taking over to talk about something that sounds a bit serious, decision making. But trust me, it is actually where all the drama happens in international business. Think about it. If you are in a meeting and you think you are about to close a deal, but suddenly everything stops because everyone needs to agree, you are probably in Belgium. But if the boss just say done and everyone start running, you are definitely in South Korea. So today I want to dive deep into why Belgium is so unique and how it compared to the fast-paced style of South Korea. If I have to describe Belgium business in one word, it will be horizontal. In many countries, the boss is like a king, but in Belgium, the boss is more like a coach. They have a decentralized style. This means they do not like it when one person has all the power. Next video will explain what is decentralized mean in general.
So you don't have one person that's the chairman, the CEO, and the president. You have people in different positions like this so that decision-making power is somewhat spread out. Authority is somewhat spread out.
Because Belgium is such a diverse country with different language and region, they have learned that the only way to get things done is to talk a lot. When a decision needs to be made, it's not just the manager's job. They involve the whole team. They want to hear from the expert, the junior, and everything in between. If you are a junior in a Belgium company, don't be shy. They actually expect you to contribute. If you stay quiet, they might think you are not interested in the project. Now let's talk about the Belgian compromise. This is honestly like a national sport for them. In most cultures, a compromise means nobody is happy. But in Belgium, a compromise is seen as a win-win. They are experts at finding a middle ground that keeps everyone happy. But here's the catch. This made the decision-making process feel like a slow-motion movie. If you are an American or a Korean businessman, you might get frustrated. You will be thinking, why are we still talking about this? But for Belgians, being true is more important than being fast. They will rather spend 3 weeks making a perfect logical decision that everyone agrees on than make a fast decision that causes a strike or a conflict later. So it's all about consensus.
Let's explore a suggested process for consensus decision making. Stage 1. Start your meeting by introducing the issue and provide relevant information. This ensures everyone is talking about the same thing. Stage 2. Voice what you want or need and any hopes or concerns. If others know these, it will be easier later on for acceptable proposals to be made. Stage 3. Explore people's ideas through broad discussion. Consider pros and cons and encourage people to speak out if they disagree. This might feel hard or frustrating, but it's important, so persevere. Stage 4. As you find areas of agreement, bring ideas together to form an initial proposal that might be acceptable to everyone. Stage 5. Discuss and adjust the proposal to deal with any concerns. Stage 6. Clearly state the proposal and check for agreement. Silence does not mean someone agrees. Use the following method to ensure you have consensus. Here are some ways of agreeing or disagreeing. Block. I have a fundamental disagreement with the core of the proposal and I don't want it to happen. Stand aside. I can't support this and I won't implement it, but I don't want to stop you. Reservations. I have problems with it, but I'll go along with it. Agreement. I support the proposal and I'm willing to implement it. If you have no blocks, not too many stand asides or reservations, and people are clearly showing they agree, you have consensus. If not, you need to deal with the reasons behind any block or stand asides. Sometimes an amendment might address people's concerns. Other times you need to go back to the discussion stage to create a completely new proposal. Try this process for group decision making and see what a difference it makes.
Now, let's flip the script and look at the South Korea. This is the complete opposite.
If you're thinking about working in Korea, there are some key things you need to know. There are a lot of unspoken rules, like if there are optional events, you're pretty much expected to attend, whether it's during or after workout.
If Belgium is a circle where everyone stands together, South Korea is a pyramid. It is very centralized.
Work hours. You might even be looked down on if you leave work before your boss does. Plus, in Korean companies, it's common to have dinners called paeshi. Not only do you eat, but you also drink somek, soju mixed with beer, and it's not just a couple of sips. They really drink a lot.
In South Korea, they follow the chaebol style. These are those massive family-owned companies like Samsung.
South Korea. A chaebol is a large family-owned conglomerate with influence across multiple industries such as automobiles, technology, construction, and finance. Major names like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG are perfect examples of chaebol.
Decisions are top-down. The senior leader or the big boss holds the ultimate power. While the Belgian process is slow and logical, the Korean process is about seniority and speed. Once the leader gives the green light, the implementation happens at lightning speed. So, if you want to succeed, you have to be a cultural chameleon. In Belgium, bring your data, put up a chair, and get ready for a long, friendly debate. But in South Korea, find out who is in charge, show respect, and be ready to move fast. So understanding these two styles is what makes a great international manager. So thanks for matching my part. Now back to the teams.
Wait. Did I forget something? Oh yeah! The communication business video is not finished yet.
NANI?
Oh my god. It's okay. Let's do it now. Okay. Let's go. Communication is one of the most important elements in international business. Different countries have a different ways of speaking, interacting, and building professional relationships. In this video, we will explore the business communication style of two very different countries, which is Belgium and South Korea. Although both countries value professionalism and respect, their communication approaches are influenced by different cultural value, traditions, and business practices. So, let's discover how communication works in Belgium and South Korea and comparing the difference between these two business cultures. First, let's look at Belgium. Belgian business communication is generally formal, professional, and well-structured. People in Belgium prefer communication that is clear, logical, and supported by facts. During meetings, they usually focus on the professionalism instead of emotional expression. One important characteristic of Belgian communication is that people are direct but still polite and diplomatic. They may speak honestly and clearly, but they try to avoid sounding aggressive and disrespectful. Belgium is also a multicultural country with a different language communities, mainly Dutch-speaking Flemish and French-speaking Netherlands. Because of this diversity, Belgians are often careful with their words and communication style. In business discussions, Belgians value consensus and compromise. Instead of open confrontation, they prefer calm discussion and mutual agreement. For example, this agreement is often expressed indirectly through questions, suggestions, or careful comments rather than direct criticisms. Professionalism is also very important in Belgium. Meetings are usually organized, punctual, and focus on work objective. Belgians also appreciate modesty. People who are overly loud, emotional, and arrogant may create a negative impression in a professional settings. Overall, Belgian business communication can be described as professional, structured, respectful, and consensus-oriented. Now we will explore to South Korea. South Korean business communication is strongly influenced by hierarchy, respect, and relationship building. In Korean business culture, age, seniority, and job position are very important. Communication often depends on person status within the company. For example, junior employees usually speak carefully and avoid openly disagreeing with the senior managers. South Korea also communicate in more indirect and polite way. Instead of saying no directly, they may use softer expressions such as "you will think about it" or "it may be difficult." This indirect communication style helps maintain harmony and avoid embarrassment during business interactions. Another important aspect is the concept of saving face. Public criticism or aggressive confrontation is generally avoided
avoided because maintaining dignity and respect is highly valued in Korean culture. Relationship building is also extremely important in the South Korea. Business trust is often developed slowly through meetings, dinner, and social activities outside the office. Unlike Belgium, where communication focuses strongly on logic and efficiency, Korean communication places greater emphasis on emotional understanding, respect, and long-term relationships. In non-verbal communication also plays an important role. Bowing, polite gestures, and respectful body language are commonly used in a professional situation. So overall, South Korean business communication can be described as a formal, hierarchical, relationship-oriented, and harmony-focused. Although Belgium and South Korea both values professionalism and respect, their communication styles are very different. Belgian communication is more direct, logical, and focused on discussion and compromise. Meanwhile, South Korean communication is more indirect and strongly influenced by hierarchy and social harmony. In Belgium, employees may feel more comfortable sharing opinions openly during meetings. However, in South Korea, junior employees are usually more careful when speaking to senior management. Another major difference is relationship building. Belgian business culture focuses mainly on professionalism and efficiency, while South Korean business culture places stronger emphasis on trust, loyalty, and long-term relationships. These differences show how culture influences the way people communicate in international business environments. In conclusion, understanding communication style is important for successful international business relationship. Belgium teaches the importance of professionalism, structure, and diplomacy, while South Korea highlights the value of respect, hierarchy, and relationship building. By understanding cultural communication differences, businesses can reduce misunderstanding, build stronger partnership, and communicate more effectively across cultures.
In today's globalization world, international business collaboration has become increasingly common. Companies from different countries often work together to achieve shared goals, expand market opportunity, and strengthen global partnership. However, cultural differences can sometimes create misunderstanding, communication barrier, and workplace conflict. Different countries have different communication style, leadership expectation, and decision-making process. These differences may influence how employees interact, negotiate, and solve problems in business environment. This video focuses on cross-cultural conflict management between Belgium and South Korea. As we know, Belgium is known for direct communication and fast decision-making, while South Korea emphasizes hierarchy, harmony, and group consensus. Through this discussion, we will explore how cultural differences may create conflict and how effective conflict management strategy can improve international business relationship and cooperation. Belgian business culture is generally characterized by professionalism, direct communication, and efficiency. Employees are usually encouraged to express opinion openly and participate actively in workplace discussion. Belgium practices a relatively low power distance culture where communication between managers and employees is more open and less hierarchical. As a result, conflict management in Belgium often focuses on direct discussion and problem solving. When conflict occurs in Belgian workplace, employees usually prefer discussing issues openly to find practical and efficient solutions. Belgium organizations also value transparency and individual responsibility. Employees are expected to communicate concern clearly rather than avoiding disagreement. In many situations, conflict resolution approaches in Belgium involve negotiation, open communication, and collaborative discussion between both parties. This direct approach helps organizations solve problems quickly and maintain productivity within the workplace.
In contrast, South Korea business culture emphasizes hierarchy, collectivism, and harmony in workplace relationship. Respect for senior management and maintaining positive relationship are considered very important in South Korea organization. South Korea is also considered a high-context culture where communication is often indirect and influenced by mutual understanding and social harmony. Because of this culture value, employees may avoid open disagreement during meeting to prevent embarrassment or tension. When conflict occurs, South Korea organizations usually prefer conflict management approach that maintain harmony and protect relationship. Conflict resolution may involve mediation, indirect communication, or discussion conducted privately rather than publicly. Group consensus and approval from senior management are also important before making final decision. As a result, South Korean conflict management approaches are generally more relationship-oriented and focuses on preserving workplace harmony. A real-world example of cross-cultural conflict management can be observed in AB InBev, a Belgian multinational company operating globally with employees and business partners from different cultural backgrounds. As a Belgian company, AB InBev generally practices a business culture that values direct communication, transparency, efficiency, and faster decision-making. Employees are usually encouraged to express opinion openly during meetings and workplace discussion in order to solve problems quickly and improve productivity. However, when collaborating with ASEAN business cultures such as South Korea, communication challenges may occur because South Korea organization emphasize hierarchy, collectivism, and workplace harmony. For example, Belgian managers may expect immediate feedback and direct responses during meeting. In contrast, South Korea employees may prefer discussing issues internally with senior management before making final decisions. These cultural differences may create misunderstanding in multinational workplace. Belgian employees may interpret delayed responses as inefficient or unprepared, while South Korean employees may perceive direct communication as too aggressive or disrespectful. As a result, communication barrier and workplace tension may occur during international collaboration. To reduce these conflicts, multinational companies like AB InBev often implement cross-cultural communication training, leadership adaptation, and teamwork workshops to improve understanding between employees from different cultures. This example demonstrates that successful international business management requires cultural intelligence, flexibility, and effective conflict management skills to maintain strong global partnerships. To manage cross-cultural conflict effectively, organizations must apply conflict management strategies that consider cultural differences and workplace expectations. One important strategy is active listening, where employees carefully understand different perspectives before responding or making assumptions. Cultural awareness training is also essential because it helps international employees understand communication style, leadership expectations, and workplace values from different cultures. In Belgian business culture, conflict is often resolved through direct discussion and immediate problem solving. However, in South Korea business culture, conflict resolution may involve indirect communication, mediation, and maintaining workplace harmony. Therefore, multinational organizations must balance efficiency with relationship building when managing international teams. Respectful communication, flexibility, compromise, and emotional intelligence are important in strengthening cooperation between multicultural employees. Organizations that successfully adapt to cultural differences are more likely to achieve stronger teamwork, higher productivity, and long-term international business success. In conclusion, conflict management approaches in Belgium and South Korea are strongly influenced by their cultural values, communication style, and workplace expectations. Belgian organizations generally prefer direct communication, transparency, and immediate problem solving, while South Korean organizations emphasize harmony, hierarchy, and relationship preservation during conflict resolution. These cultural differences may create misunderstanding in multinational business environments if employees are not culturally aware. However, organizations that apply active listening, cultural awareness, respectful communication, and flexibility are more likely to manage conflict successfully and strengthen international cooperation. The example of multinational companies such as AB InBev demonstrate that successful global business management requires not only technical expertise
but also cultural intelligence and effective conflict management skill. Therefore, understanding cultural differences is essential for building stronger teamwork, improving communication, and achieving long-term success in international business.
For South Korea, the biggest lesson we learn is the importance of respect and relationship building. In Korea business culture, negotiation is not only about the deal, it is also about the trust. Before making decision, Korea business people may want to know whether the other party is reliable, respectful, and serious about the long-term cooperations. This is different from a culture that focuses only on fast results. Hierarchy is also very important in South Korea. Senior people usually have strong influence in decision making. Because of this, we must show respect to the most senior person in the meeting. You know, like simple actions such as greeting properly, using polite language, listening carefully, and showing patience can make a big difference. Another important point is indirect communications. In South Korea, people may avoid saying no directly because they want to maintain harmony and avoid embarrassment. For example, when someone say, we will think about it, or this may be difficult, it may actually mean they are not fully agreeing. From this, we learn that international business communication is not only about the word people say, it is also about tone, body language, timing, and the meaning behind the message. So South Korea teach us to be respectful, patient, relationship focused, and sensitive to indirect communications.
When we look at Belgium, one important lesson is that preparation matters. Belgian executives usually appreciate people who come in things with clear information, strong research, and realistic proposals. In Belgium, business communication is usually polite, professional, and structured. People do not usually like aggressive negotiation style. Instead, they prefer calm discussions where both sides explain their point clearly. This teaches us that when negotiating with a Belgian business partner, we should not rush the process or make unclear promises. We need to be ready with the facts, example, and proper explanation. If we want to convince them, we should show evidence and explain the benefit clearly. Another interesting about Belgium is its cultural diversity. So Belgium has a different language communities such as Dutch-speaking, French-speaking, and German-speaking groups. This means that communication may be slightly different depending on the regions or business partner. Because of this, we learned that cultural awareness is not only about understanding a country as a whole. Sometimes, even within one country, there's a different communication style and expectation. So, Belgium teaches us to be professional, well prepared, respectful, and aware to the cultural differences, even inside the same country.
So from this project, we learn many practical lessons that can be used in real international business situations. The first lesson is to study a culture before entering a negotiation. Before meeting business partners from other countries, we should understand their values, communication styles, decision-making process, and business etiquette. The second lesson is to avoid judging other cultures based on their own habits. For example, if Belgian negotiators ask many detailed questions, it does not mean that they are trying to be difficult. They may simply want to clarify and proper understanding. At the same time, if a South Korean negotiator does not say no directly, does not mean that they are being unclear on purpose. They may be trying to maintain a respect and harmony. And the third lesson is to communicate carefully. In international business, misunderstanding can happen easily. A simple word, gesture, or reaction may be misunderstood differently in another culture. That's why we need to listen carefully, ask politely, and confirm important points. The fourth and last lesson is patience. Some cultures may make decisions quickly, while others may need more time, and instead of pressuring the other party, we should respect their own process. So overall, this project helped us understand that successful negotiation is not only about winning or losing, it's about finding a solution that benefits both sides while maintaining respect and trust. Thank you very much.
Alright, now, when we compare Belgium and South Korea, we can see both similarities and differences. Both countries value respect and professionalism in business. Both countries also do not encourage rude or careless communication. In both cultures, trust is important before a strong business relationship can be built. This shows that whether we are negotiating in Belgium or South Korea, we must always show good manners, be serious, and respect the people we are dealing with. However, the way they build trust is different. In Belgium, trust is often built through preparation, honesty, clear information, and logical discussion. Belgian business people may trust you more when you are organized, punctual, and able to explain your proposal properly. They usually appreciate people who come to meetings well prepared and who can support their ideas with facts. In South Korea, trust is often built through relationships, respect, and patience. Korean business people may want to build a personal connection before fully agreeing to a business deal. This means that small actions such as showing respect to senior members, being polite, and taking time to understand each other can be very important. Their decision-making styles are also different. In Belgium, decisions may be based on facts, discussion, and careful analysis. People may give opinions openly and discuss the advantages and disadvantages before making a decision. In South Korea, decisions may involve hierarchy and approval from senior leaders. Because of this, the process may take more time as decisions often need to go through the proper level of authority. The communication style also show clear differences. Belgium tends to be clearer and more direct, although still polite. South Korea tends to be more indirect, especially when giving disagreement or negative feedback. For example, instead of saying no directly, they may use softer expressions to avoid embarrassment or conflict. This comparison helps us understand that there is no one perfect way to negotiate. And of course, what works in Belgium may not fully work in South Korea, and what works in South Korea may not fully work in Belgium.
After exploring Belgium and South Korea, we can clearly see that culture has strong influence on how people communicate, negotiate, make decisions, and solve problems in business. At first, negotiation may look simple. Two parties meet, discuss, bargain, and try to reach an agreement. But after studying these two countries, we realize that negotiation is not only about the price, contract, or profit. It is also about the understanding people, respecting their values, and knowing how they prefer to communicate. In Belgium, as our main country, shows us the importance of professionalism, preparation, clear communication, and also logical discussion. In Belgian business culture, people value facts, planning, and respectful negotiation. They usually want to understand the detail before making a decision. In South Korea, as our side country, shows us another important side of negotiation. In South Korea business culture, respect, hierarchy, trust, and relationship building are very important. Negotiation may take more time because decisions often involve senior management and also group agreement. So, through this video, we learn that different cultures have different way of doing business. To success in international business, we cannot only use one style. We must be flexible, patient, and also culturally aware. Thank you.